Legendary singer-songwriter Jim Croce died in a plane crash in 1973. That's when his son AJ was only 2 years old.
And tonight, AJ brings his dad's songs to life at Eccles Theater as part of his Croce Plays Croce 50th anniversary tour. And Mary and I sat down with AJ to talk about his own extraordinary life and the music that brought a unique bond between him and his father. We are excited and honored to have AJ Croce with us today. He's playing a concert at the Eccles and has an incredible story and incredible music to go along with it.
Yes, his father, the legendary Jim Croce, and now AJ singing the songs, many of them from his father. AJ, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and Eccles is a wonderful venue too. I'm sure you will love that. Well, let's start off. You really didn't get to know your dad. He was killed when you were just barely 2 years old in that plane crash. And for so long, I guess you really did not incorporate his music. You kind of stayed away from it for a long time. Why was that, and what was the transition to get you back into his music?
You know, I always loved my father's music. I grew up with his record. Inspiration for me more than anything else to want to play music, and Ray Charles was my gateway drug. So as a piano player first, before picking up guitar, that was kind of just where my ears were going. But I always loved my father's music. Worked behind the scenes for 30 years now to make sure that the legacy of his music is out there and heard in films and television and all over the place by other artists and so forth. So I felt like, as an artist myself, certainly starting out, it was more important to have integrity, not just capitalize on my father's famous name, and then I felt like behind the scenes I could do the work that I felt was proper for making sure his music was heard, and so that's kind of the best way I can describe it. It was at a point when no one expected to hear me perform my father's music any longer that it became really exciting to perform it.
Okay, and you started your music very early, playing the piano, you said, and you were blind at the time when you started, and you had a gift of music.
Yeah, it was a refuge, it was a solace. It was everything. And it made me feel good about myself as a kid who had, lost his sight and at that point really, struggled with identity. And I think, that was the other facet of not playing, my father's music. I needed an identity of my own, outside of him. And so, it was one of those things where I had the opportunity. B.B. King called me and asked if I wanted to go on tour when I was 18, and I never looked back. I got to play with my heroes.
You had a lot to overcome too. You lost your father when you were 2 years old through a beating. You lost your eyesight, I guess, for a number of years. You also lost your wife to a heart problem, and that is a lot to deal with.
Of course, but that's life. Life is a lot to deal with, and I think that's why music is so beautiful, because regardless of what's happening in your life and the challenges that we all face, and we all face those challenges. Maybe not at an early age, maybe it's later, but we're all going to face many of them. Maybe not the loss of sight, but many people will. And there's always something to overcome. And I think keeping a perspective and a sense of humor is the only way to do it in a healthy manner.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And I think most of us, well, for me, I can sing every word of almost every one of your dad's songs.
Yeah, a lot
so
of people can.
How does it pull it together for you? I mean, to be able to sing Cat in the Cradle and Time in a Bottle, and how those are part of you.
Well, Cat in the Cradle is Harry Chapin, but
oh my
nice
gosh,
song
I'm sorry.
anyway. But Time in a Bottle was, of course, was written for me. It's very personal. It took time to really, honestly, to tackle that one was the most powerful for me to perform. Not because it was musically challenging as much as it was emotionally challenging. But being able to tell the stories that go behind Operator and Don't Mess Around with Jim and Leroy Brown and Have to Say I Love You in a Song and I Got a Name and all of these amazing songs which my father wrote and performed, it's a gift. And what a lot of people don't know is just what a great storyteller on stage he was. You know, he didn't have a very long career. All of those 3 albums were recorded, written, and toured in 18 months.
Wow.
So it's kind of an amazing feat that he was able to accomplish so much in so little time.
Oh, yeah. AJ, what are the fans or people at the concert going to experience?
Well, I think it's going to be pretty emotional. What I see every night is people come with an element of this sort of connection to the nostalgia of the music, whether it was something they listened to when they were younger, whether it's something that their parents turned them on to, or they had a relationship with someone very close to them where this music became very relevant and resonant. And the thing that happens that's really unique, first of all, you know, it's a far more energetic show than people might expect.
All right, you can see AJ at Eccles Theater tonight, 7:30. You can get tickets at my.arttix.org.
Okay, Eccles Theater is a beautiful place to see him perform, and he does sound a lot like his dad, not like Harry Chapin, by the way. Mistake on my part. Yeah. I'm looking forward to having him here in town. He had just landed yesterday when we talked with him. He had just come into Salt Lake, getting ready for the concert tonight.
So best of luck to him.
Fun to talk to him.
He's in Boise later this week, so he's
bouncing
hitting
around
a lot of cities.
Yep.